Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Hot Rod Bob, and you've got gas, the morning edition. I know it's been about a week since we were on last, but hey, I'm on assignment. I've been out, and we are going to be busy this weekend. The car show season begins once again. Hi, you've got gas. I'm Hot Rod Bob, and we're getting ready for the new car show season. Now, I'm not talking about new cars. I am talking about newer. Well, let's see, how do we define this? Car shows. Hot rod shows, muscle car shows. They are all happening. Hi, Kevin Hensley. Hope you're feeling better. Dennis Burnham, welcome to the show. All right, we've got a lot of shows going on. They are going to happen. Things are loosening up a little bit. Shows are happening. They may not be happening in the way you are accustomed to. Get used to it. That's just the facts of life right now. You can be Debbie Downer and keep complaining about it, or you can participate in what's coming. And what's coming has been going on since the pandemic began. I don't want to get into the politics of everything. I want to just get into the cars, the fun of cars. If you're watching this, you're a car crazy person just like myself. And because of that, you may still be participating in car events. Thanks. I am back. I never left, really. But I have not stopped participating in car events. Yes, we have restrictions. No, we don't have big parking areas or fairground areas that we're holding car shows in here in Southern California. But we have mobile car shows. Cruises, the Car Owner Cruises, the Conejo Valley Cruises, the Ventura Cruises, the Corvette Cruises, the Mustang Cruises. The L.A. Roadster guys get together every week or so, and they do a 100, 200-mile cruise. They are driving and enjoying their cars, and you should too. There is nothing to stop you from taking your car out and going on a drive. And what you're going to find is other people are doing the same thing. Now, our car clubs that we belong to, as you know, we belong to a number of them, cannot hold meetings with groups of people together. So what they're doing is they're going to these weekend car cruises. People drive. They enjoy. They may pull into a parking lot to stage, and then they go out and drive a course. Or they social distance while in a parking lot. This is the wave of car shows of the future. Whether you like it or not, that is where we are. Good morning, Richard. How are you doing this morning? So what's happening? Well, our Corvette Club, for example, goes on monthly cruises. We all meet at a central meeting point and then take a drive for an hour, hour and a half, end up someplace where we can either have lunch if we want, or you get to drive home and be your own hermit self, whatever the case may be. Our Ford Club is going to join in with the weekend cruises at local places throughout Southern California. We can't have an official meeting. The National Council for the Ford Club said, ain't going to happen, guys. You have no liability insurance. And if someone catches something, has a problem, you are not covered. But if you just all happen to show up at a cruise, what are they going to do? It's not your organized event. That is what is going on. Now, downtown Main Street is still happening down in Orange County. They've started it back up again. The city has seen that there is no evidence of transmissions of anything other than oohs and ahs and I like your car. So that's what's happening. Now, in other states, if you're watching this from someplace else, which hey, I see some people from Great Britain and Italy now tuning in, you may be able to have a organized regular car show. People in Spain, another car club I belong to, they've been doing it in Mallorca. They've been getting together and cruising, gathering. They meet at a central location for a meal or end up in a central location for a meal. Morning, Pete Muriella. How you doing there? Mr. Funny Car Extraordinaire. All right. What about organized car shows like we're used to having or we used to have? They're happening. They're going to be happening. And, for an example, I'm going to one this weekend. That's right. I'm headed to Havasu, Lake Havasu, Arizona, and we're going to a Deuces Day. And it's going to be a blast. There's going to be about, 250, 300 1932 model vehicles. I say 1932 model vehicles because well, although Ford may be the most prolific and most notable at this event, it's open to 32 model cars from any make available. But who will show up? Well, we're going to find out. We went to their event, or a similar event, here in Southern California a little over a year ago. Got to see a bunch of friends from Street Rods Unlimited, Road Kings, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado. They all came in for this. And John Gomes, he's back again. Out of jail once again. John Gomes, back again. Hey, I didn't realize you knew Mike Sini. I just saw a post that you did for him. Dennis Burnham, good morning. In your new neighborhood, thank you. And glad you're here. Dennis Burnham got some great machines. All right, so we're going down to Havasu for the 32-day. We're going to drive 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, whatever it takes to get to the show. Why? Because we want to. Because we're not going to stay at home. We'll take our masks. We'll abide by whatever regulations the local municipalities have put in place. But we're going to go. Now, why do we go to car shows? It's social. We get to see friends and meet people. Hi, Mary. How are you doing? Now, one of the things that you also do at a car show is you get to see the cars that were built during the winter time. Yes, and winter is somewhat over in many places. In California, it never really happened. Arizona doesn't know what winter is unless you go up into the higher altitudes, and they get this white stuff. The snowbirds go there, so they named that white stuff after them. Don't believe me, do you? I can't imagine why. All right, but a lot of people build cars during the winter times, during the colder weather. They stay in their garage. They concentrate. They may start a new project. They may modify an older project. Hey, Jim St. Pierre has had his car apart for about a year now, and he keeps improving and changing it throughout the summer and the winter this last year. We're hoping he's going to be out with it this spring as the shows open up. But what do? All right. We're in the Salt Lake. David Hoover, no. We're in the Salt. I don't understand. Okay, that's good. Yeah, winter below 70 degrees here in Southern California. Yeah, it's cold. We had a foot of sunshine just the other day. I don't understand it. But anyway, we look for the new cars. We look to see who's got a new car, who's updated an older car, who bought that new car or built that new car. We go to the shows to see what's new as well as what's old and what our friends are doing. Now, this year, I'm going to be part of that. Yes, I am. Now, I did something I have never done before. Not only did I do it once, I've done it twice. Now, with the help of a friend, Mark McGeorge, who's normally on here harassing me, I got a new sports car. Now, for those people that know me, you know I'm a car nut, period. If it's got 4 wheels on it, it's a car. If it's a car, it can be cool. And I got a couple of cool cars to talk about. The first one in Detroit, Michigan. Now, this is a very rare machine, and it is a Puma. What's a Puma? Besides a 4-legged animal that runs pretty quick, and a British Ford that's really kind of ugly, this is a car made in Brazil. They imported them for a while as kit cars. They're on a Volkswagen-based chassis. Look kind of like the stepchild of a Porsche and Ferrari that mated. They're kind of neat. They're small. They're cool. They're Volkswagen powered, so it's going to get great gas mileage. But, man, they are sleek looking. And I'll post a picture of it in just a little bit. So that's the first car I bought. Sight unseen, other than in photographs. Was the car what I expected when I got it? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's got its things that need to be done. But I didn't expect it to be a perfect turn the key, drive it car. Now, I can turn the key, it starts up, and it drives. But there's little things that need to be done. And the pictures didn't really show it justice. It's going to be cool. It's going to be a project for me all year long. The biggest project is just getting it registered in the state of California. Good morning, Neil Panks. How are you doing? You got a Puma? Yeah, I got a Puma. Let's see, who's asking that question here? Chuck Knoll. Yes, I do, Chucky. And I'll post the pictures in just a little bit. Now, the other thing I did And another, sight unseen, and I was leery about this. My wife and I decided we wanted something different. We wanted something older. Yeah, older than me. Can you believe that? She wanted something older than me. Well, we did it. And wood is good. That's right. And it's hard to walk when you have a Woody because they're so much fun to drive, right? Well, we bought a Woody. We're in the process right now of getting it going. Good morning, Roger Violet. How are you this morning? We got rid of one of our Corvettes. It went bye-bye last night. Drove up the road. Youngster bought it, 19 years old. His first sports car, his first Corvette. Now, he comes from a Corvette family, so they're very aware of what Corvettes are. Mom drives a C7 Corvette, Z06 no less. I mean, that's the highest horsepower factory Corvette around, and that's what she drives as her daily driver. Well, now he's got himself my 1989 C4 Corvette, 54,000 miles, barely broken in. He's going to have some fun. We talked a bit as he left with the car last night and told him that, and I saw how he drove, don't forget, you will run out of talent long before the car runs out of horsepower. Got him thinking. He made it home safely, and that's important. And he's going to learn from that. I told him, get some driving instruction. Learn how to drive a performance car before you try to drive a performance car the way it's intended. The car's great. He's having fun. It's on its way. And we've got the money to move on to our latest project, which really isn't going to be much, if at all, a project. We got a Woody. My wife's very happy about that as well. No. What are you thinking? It's a wooden-bodied car. Yes. Gosh, your mind was turning. Neil, I know what you're thinking. We've got a 1929 Ford Model A Woody. It's a hot rod. It's got a Chevy engine. Well, that's how you make Ford fast, is you built Ford tough with a bunch of Chevy stuff. But it's not a V8. Nah, this one's unique. This has got a Mercury Marine modified Chevrolet four-cylinder. You say a four-cylinder? Well, you know what? The car weighs 2,300 pounds. The engine puts out 150 plus horsepower. What more do I need? I'm not going drag racing. This is going to be one cool car. I'll post some pictures in just a few minutes. I didn't want to give it away before gas this morning, so that's what we did. Now, the hard part about buying a car like I did, in both cases, it was kind of online. Mark McGeorge, though, was working on this one for me on the Puma, so I kind of knew what we were getting into. And he explained things, and there's things I need to fix. Okay, not a problem. We'll get on it. We'll get them fixed. We're going to have some fun with this one. But the Woody was a total different situation. I didn't know anybody involved in this. I didn't know even where it was because the ad didn't necessarily say. It did show it in a nice setting. It was green grass around it, trees. And the car was kind of looking at those trees and going, Mama! But that's another story. I had to go by the seller's description initially. Now, I didn't pay cash up front. That was something I was a little cautious on. What I did was use a finance company, and the finance company was specializing in classic car financing. And what they do, and this is something to really think about if you're buying a car on the internet, they inspect the vehicle. Now, with the restrictions going on, they didn't actually go out and physically look at the car, but they would have and could have if the seller was not amenable to other ways. So what they did, using a program similar to Zoom and Facebook Live, just like we're doing now, is they did a video inspection. The video inspection showed key areas of the vehicle: the VIN number, the engine, the interior, the exterior, the undercarriage. It also showed the vehicle running and driving. They checked it out. They looked at the video. Their in-house appraiser, investigator, inspector looked at the video while it was being shot to prove A, the car exists, B, the VIN number matches the information that's sent, and that it is what it was marketed as. What was said in the ad was valid and factual. This is a great service. There was a little bit of a charge for it. Not significant. It's worked into the cost of the loan. It's part of what you pay the interest for. Now, the interest is a little bit higher than what you walk into a regular car dealership and pay, but it's worth it. The name of the company? Well, I'll tell you who that is, because they have worked with me quite easily and aggressively in my favor. It's Woodside Credit. Now, I'm not getting paid for this, but Woodside Credit also does, well, Barrett Jackson, car dealers, and other organizations. They're the people that are there for the collector car buyers. Now, I'm not getting paid by them. I'm not endorsing them because they're enticing me to do this. They have no clue I'm even talking about them right now. I think I'll tell them. Might help. But that's what it is. There are other companies. JJ Best is another organization that will finance collector cars. And they will do the same situation. They will do their due diligence to make sure what you are buying is what is described in the ad and what it actually is. And that's important. So this hot rodding season, I'm going to have a new rod to cruise around with. And the wife and I are going to have a Woody wherever we go. Yeah, we are. Oh, you're thinking that way again. Okay. I got my eyes on you. But that's what we're doing. Yes, Dennis Burnham, we're going to Havasu. Will we see you there? Hope so. You never know. We're going to see a lot of friends at Havasu. We're going to leave you in tomorrow morning and get there by tomorrow afternoon early, we hope. Going to see a lot of friends, going to have a lot of fun, going to see some great cars, and most of all, we're going to socialize. We're going to get out of the house, meet and greet, and have some fun. I'll be trying to hang around with the Rodding USA group, and for those of you who watch, know that I'm now contributing to that magazine on a regular basis. I've had 5 articles already published by them, and I got my own masthead. What are you thinking? What is masthead? It's not what you're thinking. This is part of the magazine. You can see my picture in the magazine and read the stories in Rodding USA, each and every issue. I'm glad to be part of it, and I'm having fun. Thanks to Paul Martinez, longtime friend who's the publisher of the magazine, or editor, or the head honcho, the chief, the man in charge, the guy that makes the decisions and signs the checks. He's the guy. And he is a hot rodder extraordinaire. He still has the 1934 Ford he started building when he was just a teen. And it's gone through a lot of changes over the decades. It's getting better and better each and every time. He's also got the Roadster pickup now he cruises around with, representing the magazine. And we're going to see him, and all our other friends. LA Roadster guys left already this morning. They're headed down there early. Going to make the cruise nights tonight and tomorrow. And we're going to join them tomorrow night as well. Hope to see you there if you're going to go to Havasu. If not, I hope to see you to meet and greet as things go on here in Southern California as well. Car shows. They're things that draw us together. They're things that create friendships. And they're things that, well, like Ron Olson knows, brings people together. Car shows. They're happening, folks. Be part of them. They may not be the big fairground shows you've been used to, but you know what? These car cruises are free. Head on out to them. Enjoy. Go on some poker runs. We're going on a poker run next month. We also may go down to the Los Angeles Driving Museum, the all-women's car show coming up March 20th. Could be interesting. I know my wife's been asked to bring her car down, and she may bring that 46 Ford down there. It's been in the garage for a while. We've taken it out a few times, but, needs to stretch its legs and get out. And so do you. I'm Hot Rod Bob. You've got gas. The Morning Edition, brought to you by Service Tech Equipment. Service Tech with all the equipment you need for the shop you've got. Whether you're a commercial shop or a home shop, like mine, I've got Service Tech Equipment to work on my cars in my shop. You should too. Talk to Craig Heidenthal. He's been listening. Talk to him. He can help you out with anything you need to get that shop up and going or keep it going. I'm Hot Rod Bob. You've got gas, the morning edition, also brought to you by Drag Cartoons. Pete Millar's famous cartoon book with Robin and Millar, keeping it alive. I'm Hot Rod Bob. You have a great day. Check us out on Apple iTunes, Blogger. Let's see, where else? Instagram, Twitter, we're there, and radio.com. Talking about cars with Randy Kerdoon and myself. Great shows. Have fun. YouTube, you'll see this later. Subscribe. It's free. Take care, folks. Have a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow when we're on the road to Havasu. And we'll show you some video while we're at the show as well. So if you can't make it, we'll bring the show to you. Take care.